Hello, we are here at Tea Time with Tone. I'm Tone. We are here with Seth today. So Seth,
yeah,
how's it going?
Terrible.
Okay. Why? Exactly?
I feel betrayed and lied to. And
so
every emotion.
Were you not expecting to get
No,
voted off?
not even closely. That's actually what I'm pretty shaken about. Is that I thought the alliances were pretty solid, and I actually got a look from one of the people that I was alive with. Like, this is really confusing. What is the alliance doing? Because we had a pretty good, solid, alliance that was obviously broken and has not only shaken up. Like, all right, I guess the best way to explain this is the person that looked at me and was like, it was Tim. Tim looked at me and was like, what is going on? Because now this puts doubts on Tim's reliability with the other teammates. Mm-hmm. Because Tim assumed the alliance was all good and we were singling this one person. However, there must have been another one with them. So now it kind of shaken up the alliance that we thought we had with another potential one.
So who do you think could have possibly started the other alliance?
So I feel more so that it derives from the earlier game of Black Team.
Okay.
So with Meredith and Maddie, and that Meredith and Maddie kind of came into it together, and they were already kind of on the shtick. And me and Savannah were kind of went in there together. And whenever Tim and I started getting aligned, we all joined this one central. We thought we were all good. But on the side, there's kind of a girls' power thing kind of going, and Maddie and Meredith and Savannah kind of did a lot more talking than me, Tim, and Walter thought they kind of were talking. And Walter was with them too. Walter went off, with them more, which is again why Tim and I were so surprised. But if I can speculate, a really big reason why is because I feel like Meredith believed Tim and I would branch off with Noah whenever we got to the merger, which they're worried about Noah, which is actually pretty funny because when I left, when I asked Thomas to get a water, and I left, first thing Noah looked at me and said, "We're still teaming up at that merger, right?" And I was like, "We'll see." But we'll see. But again, I think Meredith saw through that, and she played the game well and was able to turn Savannah and Maddie towards the attention towards me.
Wow.
So that's just what I believe would happen. From what I'm seeing, from the reactions and from the before talk. So, and I kind of felt it because when I got my double vote, which obviously I had seen, which I still have, I actually got very suspicious, and this is where I should have used it. But I was like, I mean, it wouldn't have changed anything in the outcome if I would have used it, so it isn't, too much hurt. But I noticed something whenever we were talking in a group, and it was me, Walter, and Meredith, when I was asking, I can swing the vote either way, and Meredith was like, I think you should just go ahead and, use it in the last round. I think that's the best option. Just go ahead and, use it at the end. And I heard that, and I was like, okay, and she said it just like fine. There's nothing in her tone, but I'm smart too.
But the fact that she said
the fact that she said that, I was like, okay, I know that she knows the game. One, she's played this before, and two, I know that I've been with her in several groups. I know how she thinks. Yeah. So because she was doing snake stuff earlier, so whenever she said that, maybe you should just use it at the end. I was like, I felt a little bit of skepticism there, and so I immediately went to Tim and said, Tim, I think I'm in danger. And he was, again, that's why he was so flabbergasted, because Tim was like, no, dude, you're in a great position. I was like, I don't know. And then Walter, from last round to this round, again, kind of felt a little bit of difference. So I can't say that, to answer back to your original question, I can say that it was a little bit expected, because obviously I had questions. I was looking at several people like, I think it's going to be, I told that to 2 people before, I think it's going to be me. Yeah. So I did have a big suspicion, but I will say I'm surprised by the falling apart of that alliance. I will say Meredith played it very well in like the acting of the established alliance between like me, her, Tim kind of thing. Yeah. Because now Tim, if I can predict, I think Tim's gonna probably be the next, because Tim and I were getting pretty strong with some of the connections, and I really feel like Meredith was seeing that, because she was really I guess counterparts of Noah. She's really anti. She was trying to get Noah out whenever she went over there, and her whole thing whenever she came back to the group was, we gotta get Noah out. We gotta get Noah out. We gotta get rid of Noah. We gotta get rid of Noah. Wow. That kind of thing. So that's just what happened.
All right, folks. Well, this has been Tea Time with Tone, and I'm all full. That was a Lipton factory, boy. That was a lot of information. I gave y'all the whole Nest Tea company. Look, right. Y'all, you heard it first. This is Tea Time with Tone. please tell the folks goodbye, Seth.
Goodbye, folks. Hopefully I can make it back into Redemption Island because I don't feel like I'm done yet.
All right, and there you have it. See you next week. Hello, folks. We are back with another episode of Tea Time with Tone. All right, I am Tone. This is Nick. Nick. So, at your last tribal council, you pulled out an idol.
Yes, I did.
That you wanted to use so someone's vote wouldn't count, and you chose...
Noah.
Okay, so you chose Noah. And then you also had a few theories that Noah and a couple of the boys were conspiring against you. Tell us about that.
It's not that I had theories. I knew they were conspiring against me because the round or 2 rounds before this, I brought up the idea of, hey, let's take a shot at the big dogs. I was like, nobody's been really making any moves. Merge is coming soon, and I'd rather not have to play against people like Noah and Justin in immunity challenges because I would like, I mean, I'm sure I could, there's a chance I could beat them, but I'd rather it be a little bit easier on myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And this is also the same round where Noah ended up using...
Yes, his immunity idol.
His immunity idol.
Which I was not aware about. And my mistake in that round was not splitting the votes, but I didn't because I didn't think there was an idol in play. I thought I heard from somebody that the idol was Victoria's. Victoria got voted out, and I thought when she got voted out, that or after the first round, the idol that she had got wasn't viable anymore. I thought it wasn't in like an idol that you could use anymore. I thought it was no good after the first round. I thought it was just immunity for that round. So that was that mistake.
Wow.
So that was the start of my undoing. Then they voted off Alexis, and I was like, okay. But Reese had 2 votes. And this past round, I was like, guys, we have, 4 people. We can stay strong. And we'll vote off one of them, and that way we'll still have majority, but by more.
Yeah.
So... we get to the challenge, and we had it all planned out. Reese was going to get the 2... We were going to go... all 4 of us were going to put balls in Reese's bucket. Reese is going to win. He's going to take the double votes. Noah's going to take immunity. And we'll vote off Justin. Well, challenge starts, or right before the challenge starts, Jonathan looks down and finds a slip of paper in the ice chest full of ping pong balls. Pulls it out, opens it. I'm standing, right behind him to the side. But we had, a little alliance going with me, him, and a couple people on green team.
Yeah.
So, he should trust me. So I was like, he opened it, and I looked at him, and he looked at me, and I was like, save that. We'll look for it after. Insinuating, don't tell anybody. Let's go do this together, and you can have the idol, because he found the clue.
So did he tell anyone?
He told everybody. So I proceed to follow Justin and a couple, and
So y'all's entire group went and looked for...
Pretty much. And then Justin started walking this way. As we're walking this way, we get about 3/4 of the way to here. I didn't realize where he was going. I was just following to make sure he didn't find it. So I was just following, and then all of a sudden, I saw that skull on the tree, and what the paper said, dig under the skull. Well, Justin gets here, and if you can't see, there are these 2 boards. They were comme ça. Justin's like this, grabs the boards, does like this. I slip in, grab the idol before he can grab it.
So you just did, just kind of snaked your way in. It's okay.
I didn't hit anybody. I didn't do anything that wasn't allowed. Probably wasn't the best idea to do, but I needed to save myself. Because if I had immunity, I would have told Reese, you can't vote for me. We might as well keep you and me safe. Vote off one of them. That way we can't. That way there's nothing they can do against us. But the whole thing...
So do you think Reese was on your side at the end of everything?
I think...
Or do you think that he was playing both sides?
Reese was in the middle, so he was playing both sides. And
do you think there was potentially some loyalty there?
I think there was, but because of what happened with the idol, because of them trying to pin me on not being, being against the team was what they pinned me for, which makes sense, honestly. it was, you know, I'm fine going out the way I did because it was basically, I didn't want to leave Survivor today and say, man, I wish I'd have done this. Yeah. I went out with a bang, and I said I wanted to leave this Survivor and, you know, have done something, and I think I did something. If I get back in, I'd love to, because I think if I would get back in Miss Murd, I have a big enough alliance over there that they would take me back because they know I'm loyal.
Yeah.
They don't. Noah and Justin and them don't trust me, but I would tell them, it's like, look, whatever, but that's too much. But
wow.
Anyway.
So. All right, folks, you have heard it here first on Tea Time with Tone. This is a lot of tea. I feel drunk. Maybe the sugar rush from it. Too many cubes. I don't know. But you've gotten it here. That's all I can say. This has been so much information. We'll see you next week. Tea Time with Tone. Nick, wave at the folks. Tell them goodbye.
It was a good run.
He's going to Redemption Island. Will he get back in?
Yes.
Yes, no, who knows?
Yeah, you will.
Answers to come soon. Have a great evening.